Hi there. I have an art journal page that needs to be done. And this is for Art for the Creative Mind. The theme is whimsical. So I decided to work off of my ink splatters. And I'm going to do maybe some embossed drippage. Is that whimsical? And I want an image, and I'm not going to do the butterfly. I think that I am going to do, let me close this up. I wanted to show you this because of the ink splatters and the embossing. I'm going to be doing that on my page. However, I was rifling through my stash this morning trying to think, whimsical. What am I going to do that's whimsical? I found this image. Isn't that neat? It's a very pretty, it's a reproduction, obviously. It's not a vintage. It's not an antique or anything. It's printed down here. The basket box. I got it probably at a thrift store. I don't buy this stuff new. Doves in a basket. It's a chromolithograph made in the USA. It doesn't give a date or anything, but I'm sure things like this are not, this is a reproduction of a vintage one. But that's not whimsical. It's Victorian. It's roses and doves. I had to laugh at it, though. I thought, how can I make these whimsical? Then I started thinking, well, maybe I could put funny sayings in there. Or no, I'm going to save this for another page. Then I ran across this book, Cows on Parade in Wisconsin. And Wisconsin has all these painted statues. It's a dairy state. Has all these painted statues of cows in various places. I don't know if they're still up in all the places. I think in some of them they are. And I thought, well, I could paint a cow. That would be whimsical. Only I'm not going to paint a cow. I decided I'm going to paint an owl. You know, like the owl stained glass that I did recently in my stained glass journal, and the owl that I did on the 4x4. Well, I'm going to do a matching owl. And then I thought, well, what could I use for the substrate? Well, I ran across these old Lang calendars. And I love these calendars. They're just beautiful pages. And I don't see any owls in here. But on this one, what was it? March, April, May. May. On this one, the back of it, no, it must not be this calendar. It must be this other calendar. I've got two of them here. Yeah, it's this one. They're very similar, but they've got different designs in there. August, July, it's on May. On the back of May's calendar is a beautiful flower. So my thinking is, if my whimsical design that I'm going to do here, I'm going to let the numbers show through. That's going to be part of the whimsy. And I'm going to have ink splatters and embossed drippage. That's going to be part of the whimsy. And then I'm going to have the owl, which is going to be part of the whimsy. And they're only 8.5 by 5.5 by 8.5, so it's certainly going to fit on here, and I can do two, one to keep and one to give. But if that doesn't turn out, well, then at least it's not whimsical, but she'll have a beautiful print on the back of the page. That's my thinking. So I'm going to use this calendar page, and I am going to use some alcohol inks to do my ink splatters. I'm going to use the glazing medium to coat this part of the page. So from this point on, you can watch, and let's see if I can come up with something whimsical on this calendar page.